Hi guys, Arno Weber here, and today I'm going to be doing a top 5 kids shows you should see whether you're a kid or not. Number 5, Monster High. Monster High is a web series that is all about the students at Monster High who are the daughters and sons of literary monsters like Frankenstein, Frankenstein, Dracula, Draculaura. You get the picture. Anyway, the reason why this is so low on my list is because it just feels to me like its morals are, all the stuff we've seen before. I mean, sure, they take the whole be yourself thing to a next level with be true, be you, be a monster. But I just feel like you can really tell that this was geared towards younger children. But if you collect the Monster High dolls, I feel like you have to at least watch one episode for this whole Monster High thing to make sense. But for me, I feel like if you want to get a feel for like what's going on in the Monster High universe, you should watch the movies instead of the webisodes because they just have better plot and stuff, and you really get a better feel for the characters, in my opinion, than you get in just like a 30-second clip. So that's how come it's so low on the list. Okay, number 4. Sophia the First. Sophia the First is the story of Sophia, obviously, a little girl who lived with her mother in a dressmaking shop, I guess you would call it, until one day her mother married the king, who has a daughter and a son, who are twins. And her story was actually made into a movie, which, even if you don't like the Sophia the First series or you don't want to check that out, at least check out the movie. I highly recommend it. It was so good. And also it has a cameo by Cinderella, which automatically makes it really good. The main thing that I like about the Sophia the First episodes is not only do they have the Disney princesses in like fresh new animation, like even the ones that are hand drawn in their original movies, you will see them in like a computer animated style. So it's really cool. And some even got new outfits for their appearances in Sophia the First. And also I really like the music because the music, in my opinion, is like equal to like My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. And if you didn't know I was a Pekka sister, now you know. So yeah, that's how good the music is to me. And of course, I really like the I guess you would call him the villain. I forget his name, but he's voiced by Jess Harnell, and it's just really cool. And yeah, I could rant for hours about Sophia the First. So don't let the whole Disney Junior thing fool you. Even older audiences, I think, can enjoy it because I've enjoyed it, and I can really take like adults like stuff out of it, I guess you would say. Anyway, moving on. Number 3. Ever After High. Again, another web series because I couldn't think of a whole bunch of TV shows that are like superior in my mind. Ever After High, I think is better than Monster High because instead of Monster High's moral of oh, just be yourself, which we've all heard before, this one kind of delves a little deeper. It's like, don't be who people around you want to be. Like, if people around you are pressuring you to do one particular thing, like, say someone was pressuring you to be a I'm just gonna say something on the top of my head. Let me think. If someone is pressuring you to be a certain thing when you grow up, and you don't want to be that thing, you want to be something else, then this show basically teaches that you're in control of your destiny, and if someone is pressuring you to try to do something you don't want to do and trying to be something you don't want to be, then this show teaches that you should write your own destiny. Don't do what people around you want you to do with your life. And here I am talking about the moral, and I haven't even told you about what the story is. Okay, the main story is this. So there's Raven Queen. Raven Queen is the daughter of the evil queen from Snow White, and she's writing her own destiny, which is unheard of at Ever After High. Why? Because there's this thing called the Storybook of Legends, and basically the graduating ceremony at Ever After High is signing the Storybook of Legends. Or at least that's like they treat it like graduating, but they still have years of school. So I think it's more like something they do like at prom or something. Anyway, I don't know how their school works. Anyway, I just said anyway about 4 times. Anyway, 5 NT Hoosies. So now the school is divided by royals and rebels. Royals are people who are choosing to follow the destiny of their parents and keep to the stories, and rebels who want to write their own destiny and live their own lives. And to me, that speaks miles louder and better than Monster High's moral of be true, be you, be a monster. And also, the Ever After High universe is just so more intriguing to me. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I just like the characters better or what. I just like it better. And also, the theme song, again, is super catchy. They told you it was waiting for you. They told you it was set in stone. It's an open book. I wrote it in reverse. Forget that curse, rewrite, ignite, 'cause it's your life. Go forward or rewind. Yeah, I love Ever After High, and I can't wait to get my hands on some of those Ever After High dolls, because they're awesome. Take caution, watch out for me. I'm awesome as I wanna be. Okay, moving on. Number 2. Now for number 2, I actually made it a tie because I just couldn't choose between these 2 shows. And they are Jade and the Dragon and My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Now I know there are going to be like Brodies and Pink sisters watching this being like, oh, you think these 2 are equal? And yes, I think these 2 are equal because moral-wise, they are equal. Like, moral-wise, they do deal with about the same stuff. Let me talk about Jade and the Dragon first, since this one seems to have like no fandom and the other one seems to have a bunch of fandom. Anyway, Jade and the Dragon is the story of Jade, the first girl knight ever. And the episodes are about her misadventures in becoming a knight. And she has a pet dragon, which is basically how she became a knight, because she saved the whole kingdom from a dragon. And the dragon became her friend. The morals, I feel, are more like something a high schooler would deal with, or at least some of them. Like, an episode I watched today, which was about gossip and things, they dealt with it in a way that I think a high schooler like me would take better than a little toddler. And also, this also has some pretty good music. And again, the theme song is just so catchy. There once was a lady in waiting, let's call her Jane. That girl was an ordinary, no way for me. The lady stuck in waiting, I'd rather battle fire-breathing dragons. Knew I could prove that a girl could be a knight, though my friends all laughed at me. But I wouldn't be discouraged and trained in secret. Then the dragon bit the royal prince and everyone was freaking. So I went along to the dragon's hall to slay the dragon. And also, there is a bunch of voice actors on here who have done voice acting work on other stuff. Like the voice of Dragon once did the voice of Arthur from the show Arthur for the early 2000s. And the voice of Jade also did the voice of Sister Bear from the Beardsley Bears. If you don't know what those are, then look them up. Anyway, I really enjoyed Jade and the Dragon more recently when I go back to watch the episodes, because it's just, I just feel like I can relate. Okay, moving on to the one it tied with. My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. What can I say about this show that hasn't already been said by a Pegasus sister? It's awesome. My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is the story of Twilight Sparkle, who moves to Ponyville to study friendship. Why is she studying friendship? Well, unbeknownst to Twilight in the first episode, there are these things called the elements of harmony, which she will soon yield and use to defeat Nightmare Moon. Now, and the other bearers of the elements of harmony are Applejack, Rainbow Dash, Pinkie Pie, Rarity, and Fluttershy. These are 5 other ponies that Twilight meets in Ponyville. And you may remember that I said, moral-wise, I think these two are equal. And I really do. I feel like both Jade and the Dragon and My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, moral-wise, are stuff that a high school kid can relate to. They may not be able to relate to, like, Equestria exclusive stuff, but, they can still, like, relate to the overall morals, and the music is and the music in MLP is just awesome. Like, I just can't describe it. It's just so awesome. Again, I could rant for hours on this stuff, so, but I'm gonna stop now and get to number 1. Now, you probably weren't surprised by some of the stuff on this list, like My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, and Monster High, and maybe even Sophia the First, if you know that I'm a, Disney geek. But, this one, I think, will, be coming out of nowhere for you. Number 1. Transformers Prime. Transformers Prime was a great show when it aired on the Hub. Unfortunately, they're not still making episodes, but when it was on the air, I was glued to my seat every Friday night to watch it. Now, you might be thinking, what makes it so special? What makes Transformers Prime so special? the story, the animation, the characters. I mean, if you've watched the original Transformers series, when it came out, remember that feeling you got when Optimus died in the original series? Well, that's how I felt when Optimus died in the Transformers series. And even like, the times when he came close and the time when he actually died. And I don't know if I want to say the other thing. I'm not going to give spoilers. Okay. And I just really like Transformers. In fact, I probably never would have gotten into MLP if it wasn't for Transformers Prime. Because I'm actually going to tell a story here. When Transformers Prime first, like, got canceled, like, well, I don't know if you could call it canceled or ended or what. Anyway, when Transformers Prime ended, I would still, like, watch the episodes occasionally. But, you know, that's the excitement was on Friday night. What was it gonna be now? So, like, I just said, it's just like, I was like, okay, Transformers Prime, it doesn't come out anymore. Now what? So, you know, the Hub was a new channel back then, to me anyway. So I was trying to find some other Hub show to, you know, fill the time that I would normally spend watching Transformers Prime. I first tried Strawberry Shortcake, but that was short-lived. When I noticed they were all saps. So then I tried Little's Pet Shop, and that pretty much same. But then I watched MLP, My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic, and I think the first episode I saw was either Best Night Ever, Bird in the Hoof, or Winter Wrap Up. It was one of those three. I don't know which one. Because I was actually watching a couple of episodes before I actually became a Mega Sister. In fact, I would say I saw at least all of season 1 before I became a Mega Sister. Anyway, Anyway, that's how come Transformers Prime is so high on this list, because I didn't really get into MLP until after I was a fan of Transformers Prime. So, that's my top 5 shows you should see whether you're a kid or not. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you the next time.